Does anybody else have a big pile of car parts like this? You know, where they just order a bunch of parts with the intent to put them on, but realize some of that shit is hard as hell, so it just sits there for a while. Well, it's me. What is up, everyone? It's Cello here. I'm back again with another video. So today I'm gonna be starting the process. I don't know if I'm gonna finish today, but I'm gonna be starting the process of deleting one of my fuel pumps, the Bosch 044 inline fuel pump that's currently on there, that's not working right now. Then I'm also gonna be running a new fuel line from the tank all the way to the fuel rail. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this today, but I'll definitely get the process started. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So these are all the parts that I have that I'll probably need for the setup. My AN fittings from the fuel sending unit, and then to connect to the hose, and then also the fittings to connect to the rail. A -6 AN aluminum wrench, and then yeah, I got this so it'll minimize any kind of damage to the actual fittings, so no scratching on the fittings. And then I have these are aluminum vice jaws that I'll use to secure the fittings to help put in the fuel line. This is a 15-foot braided fuel line, also from Vibrant, that I'll be using to swap out the line that I have. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to expose the fuel tank. The fuel tank sits behind the driver's seat under the rear passenger seat. So we'll get the rear passenger seat removed, and then we'll open up that cover. And just like that, the back seat is already out. To remove the back seat is really easy. You just pull these two clips right there, and that's all it's holding the seats on. So now we're gonna remove this cover, and then that right there is the cover for the fuel pump. So yeah, next, just gonna uncover this. Just 4 screws. So now that I got that uncovered, I'm gonna jack the car up so I can get a better look at the line underneath and see what I'm working with. Car's all jacked up, so now I'm gonna get under and do a little investigating. What's up, guys? So it's actually a couple of days later now. When I started looking at what I needed to take apart, I kind of got stuck and didn't really know what I was looking at, so I guess for future reference, just do your research so you actually know what you're doing. So what I'm going to do now, I feel like I have a better understanding, so I'm going to start taking stuff apart. First things first, I need to disconnect the battery, then I will get to messing with the fuel lines. And here's my battery setup, so I'm just going to remove cables and then I'll get started. Alright, so now that I got the battery removed, I'm gonna start taking the fuel assembly apart. So this right here is the pump, or the fuel line from the pump. So this feeds into the actual fuel feed line that goes to the fuel rail. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this off, and then I expect a little bit of fuel to be coming out of here, so I got a little towel handy just in case. So yeah, once I get that, I'm gonna see if I can even get the AN hose that I have up under the car, because it's where I have to route it is a really tight space. So from what I read online, it just takes a little patience, so I'm gonna see if I can do that. Alright, finally got this thing off, and yeah, of course a little fuel came out, so just clean that up. Actually, this fuel hanger cover was like absolutely filthy. You can see that little area I just wiped that just got cleaned off. Yeah, disgusting. So I'm gonna clean all of this once I'm done. And if any of you were wondering what it looks like under here, so where is it at? This is the fuel line right here, and then this hard line runs up here, and then it gets to this area. This is the fuel tank right here, so I had to kind of pretty much run the line between the fuel tank and the body of the car. So it's a tight space. I'm gonna try to route it like right over here. Shit, getting stuff in my eye. had all kind of shit in my face, so I had to put my goggles on. But man, you see that right there? I did it. I got it up there. Now that I know it's possible, I can go ahead and start taking everything else apart. But first, I need to completely remove the stock line, or not the stock line, but the line that's on there right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll remove the old fuel pump as well, and then unhook everything from the fuel rail, and then I'm gonna route the new line up there, get a measurement, and then I don't have the tool. Well, I need a vise. I don't have a vise here, so I'm going to take it to probably the auto hobby shop on base and use the vise there, make the cut, put the new fitting on, and then just bring it back here and then hook everything up once it's done. Alright, so yeah, I started cutting the line. So this is a line right here, and it just goes all the way back here. And then started to disconnect the fuel pump. I'm gonna have to get the electrical connections off of it right now, and then I'll finish cutting the rest of the way. And then once I get the electrical connections off, disconnect the pump, and then disconnect it from the rail. It should just come right out. Fuel line is, or fuel pump actually, is completely disconnected. Fitting is off the rail, so you can see, yeah, got it off. It's leaking a little gas, so I'm going to go ahead and put the new AN fitting that I got on from STM. So here's that. There's the new fitting, and then it comes with some nice clean new hardware too. New fitting on. Black ass done. Alright, and it's done. The old fuel line is completely out with the old fuel pump. The AN fittings that connect to this little nipple right there, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. So what that entails is just these two pieces right here. You stick this piece on right here, and then you just push this black fitting over it. So yeah, this just goes on right there, and you put it all the way down to the clamps right there. And you're supposed to just push this on as far as you can. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, and then I have this 90-degree fitting right here. So this part was going on right here, and then I'll have to obviously put the hose into this end over here. Well, pretty much had the line mocked up all the way through, so here it is sticking out of the tank with some extra, and then coming out right here, and then that's all the extra that I have. So now I'm just gonna take some measurements, pull a line, and then I will be good to go put on the AN fittings, and then come back, put everything in place, seal it up, call it a day, and I'm done. Yeah. Alright, so I got my line marked off where I want to cut. So I'm about to head over there and put the fittings on. So these are the vice jaws right here. They're magnetic, so they stick to the vice jaws, or the vice, pretty easy, you know. Got both of those. I'm actually gonna take a shower because I need to do some shopping as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get cleaned up and then gonna head over there. And we're gonna be taking side hoe. So as you saw, I got the new fitting on. I only did one side, and I foresee that being a problem because I'm not able to route the hose up with the fitting on the other end that goes to the fuel pump hanger. So pretty much I'm gonna have to figure out how to put that fitting on after I route the hose up to the fuel pump hanger without a vise. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it tonight. Probably just wait till tomorrow. Right now I'm about to go do some shopping, so I will pick this up tomorrow and I will see you guys then. So it's the next day and I'm going to try to finish up this fuel line install. Yesterday I got the AN fitting on the other end, so the only issue now that I foresee is I have to put the other AN fitting that connects to the fuel pump hanger on by hand without a vise. I'm probably gonna destroy the fitting, so that's to be expected, but anyway, I'll get it done. First thing I'm gonna do is route the line with the new fitting on it all the way to the rail, and then I'll, mock up the fuel line under the body and then pull all the slack up to the fuel tank. So if there's a lot of excess, I can cut it, but definitely need to leave some just in case I need to make more adjustments later on. All right, so I got the line routed up back to the fuel pump, and then also I got it routed through the engine up to the fuel rail. I put a little blue masking tape on it just to give it a little more protection while I routed it up. And then now is the tricky part, to try to get the other AN fitting hooked up to the other side. Alright, so I finally got everything hooked up. It took me a while and I had to go buy some more tools because the aluminum AN wrench that I had didn't fit a different part of the fitting. So there's two different sizes for the same fitting. It fit one part, but it didn't fit the other part, so I had to go buy some bigger wrenches. But I finally got that AN fitting hooked up to the hose and up there. Yeah, I fucked that shit up pretty good. Now there's some old wiring from the old fuel pump that I'm gonna remove too, and then after that I'm gonna crank it up and see how it goes. Hopefully there's no leaking. That's my biggest worry right now, but yeah, we'll see. So I just pulled the intake off to make it easier to get out these wires, but that's the old fuse for the fuel pump, and this is the relay. So I already disconnected it from the battery terminal, and then just gonna take this out. I'm gonna remove all this stuff, don't need it anymore. So got all the old wiring out, and yep, don't need that no more. Now just put it all together, test it out. Thanks. Moment of truth. Let's see if we can prime the line. And then cut it off again. One more time. Alright, let's see. Try one more time. Oh, it's about to start. Hey! Success. Now I just take for some leaks. Don't like any leaks here. And I see no leaks there, so looks like we're good. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit and then start putting everything together. Pump cover back on and got the back seat in. So all it's left to do is to get her off the jack stands and then take her for a test drive. Been driving for a little. See how she does. So just got back to the crib. Looks like the install was a success. The car isn't having any more issues as far as like fuel cutting or anything, so that's great. Yeah, it's a great thing I have a beater car, because projects like these I wasn't able to do before because the Evo was the only car I had. So what's next? I really need to do my timing. My whole timing belt and the pulleys and all that stuff. You guys can hear it sometimes when I start the car. You can hear a little squeaking, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the pulleys on the timing belt. Probably gonna be doing that soon. I got all the tools for it. Never done anything like that, so that'll probably be another multi-day endeavor. So, but I got more parts coming. My catch can is on the way already. Again, ordering the sensors. Yeah, just getting ready for the tune. So. Thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.